Hey there, today we're going to be adjusting the chain tension on my 2024 Kawasaki Versys X300. Let's have a look. Now this motorcycle has done 1,000 kilometers, so basically I'm at the end of the break-in period. And the chain should only have between 1 and 1.4 inches of play. So what you'll see here is that it has far more than that. So if you own one of these and you've gone about 1,000 kilometers, you're going to want to give that chain a quick tightening. I'll show you how to do that. At the end of the swing arm, you can see this fine little line right here and these lines right here. You can use these to make sure the tension is the same on each side. And to adjust it, you need a 12 millimeter wrench and a 14 millimeter wrench. So start off by loosening and backing off the jam nut on each side. And you'll need needle nose pliers and 17 millimeter socket. And you'll need a large adjustable if you don't have a big enough wrench for that, axle nut, and you'll need a Sharpie. Next, you need to remove this cotter pin right here. Next, mark the nut and the axle so you know where to put it back. Now loosen this nut. Until you can feel that washer get loose. That's one turn. That's two turns. Okay, that's three turns and the washer is loose. Now on this side, you want to use a 17 millimeter to loosen off this one. It will be loose already because on the other side we loosened off that nut. So as long as you can see a little bit of play in this plate, you're ready to start advancing these nuts. So with a 14 millimeter, you want to begin to advance this nut, and what you'll see is the adjustment begin to change up here on the swing arm, and you want to advance it until you have about an inch of play on the chain. So let's keep doing that. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. If you have a look, the chain's going to move a little over an inch, so between 1 and 1.4. It isn't supposed to be a super precise thing. So between 1 and 1.4, so a little over 1. And that looks pretty good. Next, we need to make sure that the swing arm adjustment on the other side matches this one. So we're going to adjust the other side until the little line is about the same distance back from that line. Let's go do that. Now remember, you're actually tightening this nut. So we're going to keep advancing this until the line is about the same distance. That looks pretty good. So next, to keep your settings, you need to thread in the jam nut on each side. And then using both wrenches, tighten them up. You don't want the 14mm one to move at all. You only want to move the 12mm one and tighten it up against the 14mm one, just like that. And let's do that on the other side. Next, you want to tighten up this nut back to its original position. Now we did 3 turns, so let's bring it back to that point. There's 1. 2. And now we need to get those 2 lines to match up again. Okay, now we'll get the cotter pin back in. And you're done. So that's how to tighten the chain on a 2024 Kawasaki Versys X 300. Thanks for joining me, and have a nice day.